man for 2 decades that has been one of the most aggressive, one of the most accomplished, and quite frankly, one of the most violent in the Pittsburgh area. An independent icon in Gory. It was over 8 months ago that man tore his ACL and went another 20 minutes, with then Ryse Grand Champion Donovan Dijak. Ron Mathis fought for the Ryse Grand Championship on one leg. After having reconstructive surgery and months of physical therapy, Ronnie Grande is back in the ring at Ryse Wrestling. And Ty Cross, you know as well as I do that Ron Mathis wants a chance to reclaim the championship that he destroyed that knee in his quest to reattain.
100% accurate. And this company is in a much crazier position when Ron Mathis is healthy and active. And he's stepping in the ring right now against Gory. What could we see here tonight on the Thursday Throwdown?
Let's not forget, as we march toward the Ryse Rumble, July 12th, everyone is looking to build momentum for that signature night. Ron Mathis wants to go into the Rumble with the momentum on his side, but the same can be said for Gory. Ronnie Grande showing that knee is in fact 100%. You'll see that knee brace that he'll have to wear for the rest of his career, but he is willing to make those sacrifices. All the pain, all the time on the sidelines, all the frustration has been endured for the chance to get back inside that squared circle. And we're experiencing that right now. Ron Mathis is officially back in Ryse Wrestling.
Ron is looking fit and lean and healthy.
And let's not forget, Ron Mathis has not always endeared himself to the Ryse audience, but there is a genuine respect that has been accumulated between these fans and Mathis himself.
Absolutely, and with all of White Trash Forever, a great personality will endear itself to a loving audience.
Because Ron Mathis regardless of what side of the aisle he was on, always gave 100% each and every time he stepped in those ring ropes.
Absolutely.
That is something that the fans can respect. And in kind, when Mathis was on the sidelines, a large majority of this audience sent their well wishes to Ron Mathis. But there's nothing that Gory likes to do more than ruin a good time.
Oh, for sure. For sure. If anyone is going to poo-poo on this return parade, it's going to be Gory.
Man, Gory, Ron Mathis was so overzealous to get started here. Gory suckered him in, lowered the knee into the breadbasket. And there's nothing more that Ronnie likes to do than throw those fisticuffs. And now using his head as a battery ram, and with a haircut like that, I guess you can't blame him.
Absolutely no hair down the center of that skull, so no extra padding for Ron.
You think Ronnie paid for that haircut?
I think Ronnie did it himself.
That's a very good.
I just think his clippers got halfway through.
Gory got sent up into the lights here, and it's not often we see Gory on a back step like this.
Ron looks great. He's absolutely feeling himself in there, moving very well, because you got to think, that knee, is it susceptible? Is it 100%? 8 months. That's a quick comeback turnaround time for an ACL, I think.
Yeah, usually it's closer to a year.
So, you know, that's something we got to keep an eye on. That's something the official has to keep an eye on as well.
And as I said here, it looks like 6 o'clock.
So you see 6 o'clock, I see 12:30. But that's the great thing about commentary. We have 2 different opportunities to bring our thoughts in, and this is pretty unbelievable, actually. On a bad knee.
Look at the strength. Kingdom James and Jeff Gorman are smiling somewhere about that one.
How impressive.
And look at the shape that Ron Mathis is in. I really believe that unfortunate injury may have lit a fire under Ron Mathis that even he didn't know that he was capable of having. But when your career is potentially ended, you really want to put everything you have into it, pushing your limits.
Exactly.
And that's, wait a minute, look out here.
It's not good.
And to your point, testing that knee.
He put a lot of pressure on that knee when he was marching around with Gory over his head.
And as I said, he has to wear that knee brace for the rest of his career. It's a precaution after you have that type of surgery, but it also unintentionally puts a target on that knee. And Gory is a shark in professional wrestling. He will go right for it.
And he sees it. He smells the blood in the water. He's going right for it. Look at that. Ronnie's got to keep that knee protected. That knee held up nicely there.
And I believe you could see Mathis even a little hesitant in that exchange.
I think this crowd, you kind of felt the wind
everyone
get
held their
sucked
breath.
out of this
Yes.
crowd when Ronnie started
Definitely.
favoring that knee. And look, they're starting to come behind Ron, but I think they're just more concerned. Like, should he be back out there right now? Should he be in there with a competitor like Gory, like you said, a shark in the water? Maybe the worst opponent you can come back and step in the ring with for your first return match to Ryse Wrestling.
And now Gory gonna snack on the digits. And right to that knee. That target right with that knee brace. And I don't want to doubt Ron Mathis because the guy fought on one leg for 20, 25 minutes against Donovan Dijak. But to your point, he came back relatively early.
Again to the knee, but that's what I'm talking about. You say he fought for 20, 25 minutes on a torn ACL because Ron doesn't know to throw in the towel. He doesn't know how to stop, how to quit, and that could be an issue. Is he rushing back too early? He's always been more risk-driven than he has been a genius when it comes to making those kinds of decisions. And this is one of those situations, like going 20 minutes instead of throwing in the towel. How much more damage did he do to that knee, and did he rush back too soon now against a competitor like Gory?
When Ronnie is on that canvas, he's virtually defenseless. Not the spot you want to be with a true predator of the squared circle like Gory. Gory is a carnivore inside those ring ropes.
This crowd is trying to get white trash, pure trash Ron Mathis. Ronnie Grande fired back up, and he's fighting.
Ronnie going to try to generate some momentum.
Wow. That was a bad one. That looked like maybe...
Look out! Oh, wow. The way through. Maximum momentum for maximum impact.
That drop to the knee looked like maybe there was some hyperextension there as well.
Cross, I don't want to sound trivial here, but as someone that has had tendon surgery in a non-professional wrestling situation, of course, I can tell you it does usually take around a year to recover from a tendon surgery as Ron Mathis kicks out at 2.
Ron is
a little Jim Ramada. It legitimately did take a full year for me to recover from having tendon surgery.
And Ron is a peak professional athlete. A lot of times people don't look at professional wrestlers, especially in the independent scene, for the professional athletes that we are. Ron is a professional athlete in peak physical condition, but still, I mean, you got to understand, he's not going to have the kind of NFL money to get that kind of NFL doctor surgery or that situation. He's not going to the Baltimore Ravens doctor to get that knee surgery.
I'm not sure if he can put weight on that.
Yeah, this isn't good. I'm starting to be more, I think, oh, and look at the neck breaker. I was going to say, like this crowd, I'm starting to be more concerned than I am hopeful. You really don't want to see this comeback spoiled in this way.
But you know that Gory would love that. He would love the bragging rights to put Ron Mathis right back on the shelf. Ronnie Grande's return could be very short-lived as we've got Helter Skelter from Gory here.
And a win against the former grand champion. What would that do for the New Age Plague in terms of launching him back up the contention scene?
Well, you've said it right there. That puts him in the championship conversation in my mind.
And I'm sure he wants another shot at Noir if Noir is able to continually successfully defend that title after the brutal contest they had in the past. Got even this crowd telling Gory, leave the knee alone. He's not going to do it. And he's not wrong for attacking the knee. That's the problem. It's all legal.
At the end of the day, you're right. It's legal, and this is the smartest thing that Gory can do because he is going to twist and contort and thus test that knee in the center of the ring. Ron Mathis has nowhere to go.
It's not the most savory approach in terms of likability and in terms of what these fans are going to want to see, but it's not a cheap shot. Ron stepped in there. If he stepped in the ring at less than 100%, that's his discretion. And if he told the matchmakers, I'm ready, that's on Ron to step into the ring right now with someone like Gory.
Well, the bottom line is there's a difference between being cleared medically and being cleared to compete against someone like Gory.
Exactly.
Because as I said, Gory is a carnivore inside that squared circle.
Ron has never backed down to a single challenge, and he's not going to back down here. You see, he's in a figure 4 leg lock on a recently torn ACL, dead in the middle of the ring, and he will not tap out. He will not give up. And that is the heart of a grand champion. And reversing the pressure.
He was able to do it. And Gory now is put in a situation. Will he want to endure this pain? But Gory, showing the true veteran that he is, knew where he was inside the ring at all times, knew he was by those ropes, was able to break the hold here.
Ron can't even get to his feet. Gory's going to be able to get to his feet first here, it looks, which is devastating because Ron finally creating some separation to regain his composure, but Gory's just going to go right back on the offensive attack. So all of that work and pain to reverse the pressure of the figure four, it's for naught now because Gory right back on the attack.
And let's not forget, if you're watching us here on YouTube, like, subscribe, and comment. Don't miss any episode of the Thursday Throwdown. As Ron Mathis, standing switch and hangs on.
That could be an equalizer. The only thing more devastating than an injured knee is getting your bell rung.
Mathis may throw Gory out of his shoes before this one's over.
A fourth German suplex. Will we see 5?
Ron Mathis is going to set a record here.
He is taking.
Look out.
Ron Mathis was taking Gory to Suplex Trailer Park. Oh! Oh, wow!
I think he just broke Gory's nose.
If that wasn't in the nose, then it was dead in the forehead. Suplex Junction.
I think we're coming up on close to 10, aren't we?
It's gotta be. I lost track. Gory might be completely unconscious. That elbow landed point to skull.
What a matchup, Ty Cross.
Gory was dropped on his head 9 or 10 times and then elbowed directly between the eyes. If you start seeing Gory swinging wild fists, it's because those eyes got to be crossed. That was like a mule kick.
And unfortunately, I'm still concerned as we're seeing Mathis favor that knee. Pick up here, Gory. Mathis not stable enough. Gory able to work his way out here.
Oh, he's got the teeth again latched around the digits.
I told you, man, he is a carnivore.
And again to the knee.
There's a lot of tension in this building right now, Ty Cross.
But Ron will not stop fighting. He is as defiant as ever, but is it to his detriment?
And you can see Gory, a rare moment where Gory's going to express some frustration. Usually Gory is so targeted in that he always has a plan. I think even someone as accomplished as Gory, a multi-time champion.
Well, to be honest with you, he probably had a game plan, but I think Ron probably elbowed it right out of his memory. And these are just right hands, piston-like, straight to the knee, and to the inside of the knee where that ACL is located. Gory's saying he wasn't ready, and I think Gory's right. QAS counters.
Shoulders down. He got him.
Ron Mathis, how was he able to pull that off?
That's a lot of heart and a lot of tenacity right there.
A huge statement victory for Pure Trash. Ronnie Grande, Ron Mathis.
Wait Wait a minute, Ty, don't go anywhere. We can't go anywhere yet because Gory just blinded Ron Mathis.
Gory spreading his infection through the Ryse locker room. What is he looking under the ring?
Gory lost, and that's it. No, don't bring a chair here.
No.
Wait a minute.
No.
Gory's going to try to make sure that Ron Mathis doesn't make it to the Ryse Rumble. He wants to make sure that Ronnie Grande doesn't make it to July 12th. Finally, in comes Fox. In comes Bruce Gray. But now the question remains, can Ron Mathis make it to the Ryse Rumble July 12th?